Right. So, good evening, everyone. So, I was waiting until everyone joins, but there are only 7, it seems. 6. Oh, it's okay. Right. So, could you find activities for your activities and steps for your problem? Anybody? So, I asked you to find them. That's why I asked you to write this down in your notebooks, so then you see easily you can do it, because it is essential for you to do at the research proposal presentation. So you have to show your first cycle. Out of you 6, anybody who can explain your activities with your problem? Is there anybody who could do it? Rifna, did you do? Kaushalya, what about you? Kaushalya?
I was not there yesterday, but I have written that.
So are you going to share it or you're going to explain it?
I'm going to explain it.
Okay. Right. Okay. What is your expected specific target?
Topic is improving loud reading among grade 6A students. Expected is specific target. First one is ability to pronouncing the given words correctly.
Okay.
Then activity.
Or you can rather than pronounce the given words, ability to read the given text.
Madam, I have written 3 steps
Ability
for
to
that.
read the given text correctly.
Yeah,
right. Okay. Okay.
I
right,
have.
Okay. Right. First the words, then finally you come to the text. Ne? Words, sentence, and text.
Words,
Okay,
then sentences. Then last one is paragraph.
Okay. Okay.
First one is ability of pronouncing the given words correctly. Then activities teach how to pronounce the given words. Then the steps are first one, teach them phonetic sounds. Second, teach them how to pronounce words correctly. Step 3, students practice the given words. Then resources used, word cards and the picture cards. Then expected behavior changes. Students will be able to identify the sounds and pronounce the letters with correct sounds. Then second one is ability of reading small sentences. Then activities teach how to read a sentence. Step 1, teach them to read 2-3 word sentence using CVC method. That means consonant, vowel, consonant. Examples, I see a cat. Likewise, the dog runs. Then likewise, then second, step 2, give model reading sentences aloud. That is, teacher reads while the students, teacher reads while pointing to each word. Second, read the sentences together with the students. And step 3, students read independently. Resources are flashcards with pictures, picture cards, word cards. Expected behavioral change is students will be able to read the words correctly and read the given sentences correctly. Third one is ability of reading small paragraphs. Then activities teach them to read a paragraph. Step 1, teach the student to read small paragraphs. First, read the teacher while students listen. Second, read the paragraph with the students by pointing the sentences. Students practice reading. Third one. Then I have resources are small paragraphs, cards of paragraphs. Expected behavioral change means changes. Students will be able to read the paragraph correctly.
Okay.
That's those are the things I have written, madam.
Right. Okay. Another one?
Miss, my expected specific target is ability to use correct punctuation in writing.
Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Yes, Buddha. First, you tell me the topic.
Ability to use correct punctuation in writing.
Okay, right.
So the activities and the steps that I have planned introduce full stop, comma, question mark, and exclamation mark to the students, and asking them to identify punctuation marks in short passages. Make them to fill the blanks
Step
by
2.
using what, Miss?
Step 2.
Step 2 only, asking them to identify the punctuation mark in worksheet passages. Step 3, asking them to fill the blanks by using the punctuation mark in a worksheet. And the step 3 is playing a group punctuation game by fixing the sentence. Step 5, making them to practice writing short paragraphs with correct punctuation marks. And
Then you can activity 2, and then again steps. Activity 1 some steps, and activity 2 some steps.
okay, activity 2 is practicing them to write short paragraph. And step 1 for that is speed checking activity and create punctuation chart as group. At last, activity 3, testing them with short writing task.
Okay. Resources.
Resources used: flashcards, punctuation chart, worksheets, and storybooks.
Okay.
Expected behavioral changes: students can identify punctuation marks correctly and use them in a proper way while writing, and improve sentence clarity and writing quality.
Okay. Right. So you can have like that. If you are doing it for 8 days, you can have 8 activities, right? And some steps. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to explain it for the research proposal presentation, right? Another one?
Okay.
Expected target, I'm Jayakala, madam. Ability of write correct letter formation for grade 3.
Ability of writing correct letter formation, ing, right? Okay, right?
I think correct for letter formation, grade 3, for grade 3. Activities and steps. Activity 1, teach the students to how to write the letter with the correct formation. Step 1, do the pre-test. Step 2, identify the students, plan the activities, write the letter in air.
You can't write planned. Yeah, you can't write planned activities. You can. You have to specify what are the activities.
Okay. Activity: write the letter in air. Write the letter in the dotted line. Color the letters. Give the letters to the student and ask them to pace with the doll and some small stone light. Step 3, distribute the pictures and ask the students to write the name, label the name, picture's name. Step 3, now start to write the letter in the double rule exercise book. Ask the students to copy down the sentences. Write the sentences. Resource used, pictures, colors, exercise books, workbook, textbooks, some stars, doll, some sand like. Expected behavioral changes. Students will be able to write the letters with correct formation. Students will be able to write the sentences correctly.
Okay.
Thank you.
So now if you are doing it for for a month, if the month consists of 8 days for your
8 days,
research, you have to prepare for 8 days, right?
8. Each one day I have to prepare one day.
Yes, one day. That it should be that if you are taking 2 hours, that activity should be enough for 2 hours, right? Like that, you have to plan the first cycle, right? Okay.
There are 8 cycles on there. 8. Okay.
Yeah.
8 days.
So then, not 8 cycles. There should be one cycle for one reflect. That means one cycle for the first. That means you are going to do the first cycle. Then you have now you are going to have the pre-test. Then you implement the first cycle. First cycle means planning, implementation, observation, and reflection. So if your first plan consists of 8 days, there should be 8 activities and when you are doing this Tuesday, this activity 1, and then steps up to this 3. Then again, you are going to have the next day, Thursday, then activity 2, then some activities. Then again, you are going to have the other Tuesday, like that. For the whole month, you can have 8 activities and number of steps. Did you understand?
Yes, 1 month.
Okay.
1 month, 8 activities. Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
Who else can do next? Who will do next?
I will do, madam.
Next.
I will do, madam.
Okay. Satya.
Expected specific target is ability of using the passive voice correctly. I have chosen grade 8. Is it okay?
Activity 1.
Activity 1. Teach what is passive voice using suitable examples. And then what is the difference between active voice and passive voice? Under that, step 1, ask them to identify the active voice and passive voice. Teach them passive voice with simple present tense. Activity 2, I give them an activity based on that, and they have to fill in the blanks. Ask the students to sort out from the active voice sentences. Activity 2, students identify and they turn active voice sentences into passive voice correctly. That's all, ma'am. Resources used, printed worksheets, textbook, visual chart, reading and listening resources.
Okay, now here what I feel is if you consider about passive voice, you have to teach them all the 8 passive voice sentences. So if you are you going to teach all the 8 passive voice sentences, then you can take simple future. The next day, future continuous, future perfect. Like that, you can take each passive voice for each day, and you can have number of activities. Like that, you can plan for 8 days 8 activities for passive voice. So finally, you can have an activity to test all these passive voice. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you have to have some activities, right? Okay. Now more activities. Okay. Another one?
Expected behavioral changes. Students will
Hmm.
be able to identify the passive voice correctly. Students will be able to turn active voice sentences into passive voice. They will answer for the questions correctly.
Okay. Students will be able to answer for the questions correct. Expectedly, students will be able to answer for the questions correctly. Okay. Who will do next? Asma, are you ready?
Miss, I already told.
Okay. Who is there now? Who didn't do? Anybody who didn't tell about this?
Ma'am, shall I?
Okay, right.
My topic is improving correct letter formation of grade 8 students.
Yeah, correctly.
Expected specific target is ability to make students write ability to make students write sentences with correct letter formation. Activities. Step 1. Provide small paragraph and make them write. Step 2. Show them correct letter formation word cards. Step 3. Teach students how to write correctly the sentences or the words. Then step 3. Students rewrite the same paragraph following the instructions given or learned what previously in step 2. I thought I got it. Resources used.
Okay.
Sentence cards, textbooks, paper cuttings, magazines.
Right.
Expected behavior changes will be students will be able to write correctly. They will learn the correct. They will learn
Correctly
the
what?
correct letter formation
Able to write what?
and
Correctly.
will have legible handwriting.
Here, now students will be able to write what? Able to write. Will be able to write what? What can they write? What can they write? You told that the students will be able to write correctly. What? What can they write correctly?
Yes.
What can they write? You have to tell.
Letters,
Correct letters. Letters correct.
paragraphs with correct formation. They can write sentences. They can write sentences and paragraphs with correct letters, and will have legible handwriting.
So like that, you have to plan for 8. If you are going to have 8 days per month, you have to plan for eight activities and number of steps under them. Right?
Okay, ma'am.
Right. Who will do next?
Okay.
Right. Nahida? I'm not going to do Nahida.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to do.
I didn't complete it, ma'am.
Okay, right. Who will do next? Husseina? Husseina?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Expected specific target, constructing simple sentences using be verbs. Activities and steps. First activity, introducing the subject verb elements. Step 1 shows a video clip for subject pronoun. Step 2 explains the subject pronouns. Step 3 shows pictures and asks students to match the correct subject pronoun.
Okay.
Resource used the verbs, card game, video clips, pictures. Expected behavioral changes. Students will be able to identify the appropriate subject pronoun.
Subject pronouns. Okay.
Activity 2, acknowledging the subject verb agreement. Step 1 shows video clip about be verbs for pronouns and explains it. Step 2 plays a game using pictures and word cards with students. Step 3 make them form sentences using clues.
Okay.
Resource used video clip, picture cards, word cards. Expected behavioral changes. A student will be able to identify the be verbs for pronouns. Activity 3, introducing sentence structure. Step 1 shows pictures with sentences. Step 2 differentiate the singular and plural be verbs through whiteboard of the game. Step 3 make them form sentences using clues. Resource use pictures, whiteboard marker, task sheets. Expected behavioral changes. Students will be able to identify the SVC pattern for am and am not. Activity 4, familiarizing the sentence structure of subject, verb, adverbial pattern with be verbs. Step 1 shows a video clip and explain SVA form. Step 2 gives word cards of am and am not. Ask them to show up for the given sentences. Step 3 gives wrong sentences and ask to rewrite. Resources, color crayons, A4 sheet, task sheets, video clips. Expected behavioral change. Students will be able to identify the SVA pattern for am and am not. Activity 5, familiarizing the sentence structure of subject, verb, complement pattern with be verbs. Step 1 shows pictures with sentences and explain. Step 2 make sentences by arranging the jumbled sentences. Step 3 throw a ball with word cards at student to select a word card to make sentences. Resources, pictures, sentence strips, ball. Expected behavioral change. Students will be able to identify the SPC pattern for is and is not.
Okay.
Activity 6, familiarizing the sentence structure of subject, verb, adverbial pattern with be verbs. Step 1 explains through video clip. Step 2 gives sentences and word cards to different students and let them find their pairs. Step 3 gives picture cards and ask the students to make complete the sentences. Resource used video clip, quiz game, verb cards game, picture cards. Expected behavioral change. Students will be able to identify the SVA pattern for is and is not. Activity 7, familiarizing the sentence structure of subject, verb, complement pattern with be verbs. Step 1 shows a video clip and explain it. Step 2 give flashcards to students and ask them to paste it accurately in the demand sheet. Step 3 give clue cards and ask them to make sentences. Resource used clue cards, sentence strips, video clip. Expected behavioral change. Students will be able to identify the SVC pattern for are and are not. Activity 8, familiarizing the sentence structure of subject, verb, adverbial pattern with be verbs. Step 1 shows pictures with sentences. Step 2 give task sheet with cue cards and ask them to paste it accurately. Step 3 Gives pictures and asks students to write sentences. Resource used, cue card, sentence strip, task sheet, pictures. Expected behavioral change, students will be able to identify the SBA pattern for R and R not. That's all, ma'am.
Okay. So how many days? That activities are for how many days
8.
you have?
8 activity for 8 days.
8. Okay. Anybody else who wants to explain? Anybody else? Right. Now, can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Now,
Yes.
this is the structure of your research presentation. What is the first one you had to write? In the first slide, you have to write your name, title, and in the second one, you can give the content page. Content, what I'm going to explain, you can give the content. So, third one, you can talk about the major components for that. Now here title and your name and the registration number, that should be in the first slide, right? Then second one, you can give an introduction, rationale. So don't pack with lot of words. You can put bullet forms and write a few. Then you can explain. So after that you have to write table of content. That means introduction. Like that you can write the content. Then introduction, background of the study and rationale. Why do you do this study, like that. Then identification of the problem, you have to write for the introduction, you have to write identification of the problem. How did you identify the problem? Whether that when you are teaching in the classroom or whether you are when you are taking them to the playground, whether they are not working cooperatively, right? So whatever the problem, you have to show how did you identify the problem. Then next on significance of the problem, why it is important to do this research, to explain. The research objectives, research questions. When you consider about objectives and questions, they are the same. You have questions in the next slide. Then the close context. Close context means the how did you the tools used to identify the research problems, right? Here that you can talk about how did you identify the problem. Here data collection instruments you can use, questionnaire, then interviews, or then documents like test papers, like that. Okay, so you have to have this one here, this first grid. Then data triangulation. So you have to write the 3 ways you I discussed this with you. What did you identify from the observation, interviews, and study of documents? And finally, by considering the things that you found in these 3, write the main thing. From these 3, you write the main thing on common revelation. Right. Okay. Then next one, close context. Then literature review, close context we did, that academic context, literature review. So you have to explain what you have identified in those 5 articles, journal articles, maybe books, whatever it is, right? Then you have to do the intervention plan like this. You have to explain the intervention plan that is given in this grid. Like that, you have to show it for cycle. Cycle, then you may be 8 days or 16 days, whatever it is, you have to plan it and explain. Right. So these are not necessary. That's all. Right. Then I will show you a sample presentation. Anything you need to clarify in that, what I showed you now?
Miss, do we need to make that in a presentation format?
Yes. You have to do it. Otherwise, how can you present it?
Yeah, okay.
Now I'm going to show you one. But this is not a perfect one. So you can take some ideas.
மஞ்சு வரைஞ்சாச்சு பூ இப்போ வட்டம் வரையுமா வட்டம் வட்டம் வரையும்
Look at here. Right. So this is the table of content. So don't write the same thing. You can write your own. Like this, you have to write you have to explain under what you are going to explain your facts, right? Now, introduction, background of the study. Now, you don't need to write these chunks and chunks. You can write sentences and explain. Don't write paragraphs here. You can write simple sentences and then you can introduce how did you from the beginning. That means how you were pointed to this school and how did you get these classes and how did you identify the problem. So you have to write all these things. Yeah. Identification of the problem. How did you identify the problem, right? Then significance of the problem. Why it is important to do this research. You don't need to write these chunks. You can write in bullet form and explain. So why it is important to do this research, right? Research objectives. Now here, your research objectives, same thing should be there in the research question. Now here, to identify the difficulties students, your question should be the same. What are the difficulties students face in English writing? Like that, you have to convert the same objectives to as questions. Right here, research questions are also the same. Objectives my research question karanni. Close context. That means, how did you identify your research problem? Through observations. Now, mono observation correct. Yeah. Observing low marks for English language paper. Annex 1. Inability to build proper sentences. Annex 2. You should have evidence for these annexes, right? Poor vocabulary skills. Dictation. Poor dictation. You can attach one photo of the student's work. Then interviews from teachers, teacher 1, teacher 2, teacher 3. Then academic context, that I ask you to find at least 10 articles like this: article, author, key findings. So I gave you the structure. So accordingly, you can do that. I gave you the structure yesterday or day before yesterday. We discussed yesterday. So then accordingly, you can draw it in a grid. Say 10 articles, right? Then research methodology, action research, sample size, how many students you are going to take. Then now this one has taken 5 grade 5 students. Sampling technique, purposive sampling. Purposive sampling means you are taking them for a purpose. Purposefully you are taking them. Or random sampling. Random means that you take every 5, every 3. Now, if you have 25 students, you are selecting every 3, every 5, right? That is also kind of purposive sampling. Random means that randomly you are selecting some students. Data collection methods, observation, interviews, questionnaire. So you can give whatever the data collection methods. Intervention plan. Activity, steps, resources. Can you understand? Intervention, activity, steps, resources. The same. So if you have 8 days, you have to show for one cycle. If you have 8 days, you have to have this 8. You have to explain them. This is the time frame, right? So you have to, how many months you are given for this research? How many months you are given for this research?
5.
2 months? You have 5 months? I don't think that. Right, so according to the number of months, you can draw like this, yeah? Divide each month into weeks. So then you can color them. Identification of the problem, when did you do that? Literature review, when did you find? Writing the research objectives, when did you do that? So like that, you can prepare your Gantt chart, time frame. Then ethical consideration. What do you mean by ethical consideration? Yes. What is ethical consideration? You have to follow some ethics when you are doing a research. So one thing is you have to get permission from the principal, then sectional heads. So if you sometimes you have to get permission from the parents if you want to take the children for interviews and all. Then next one, you should not reveal their identity. You can use pseudonyms, බොරු නම් දෙන්න පුළුවන්. ABCD, Aralia, Rose, Dahlia, like that. So you can give them pseudonyms, and you should not show their pictures. You can cover their eyes. This cannot identify. So like that, you have to think of the ethics that you're going to follow in your research, right? Another thing is ensuring the confidentiality of the information of the students. So you have to keep them as confidential. You should not reveal. Research limitation. What do you mean by research limitation? So when we are doing a research, there are a lot of limitations. So now maybe that you have planned activities for 8 days, but due to certain functions in the school that you are unable to do. Like that, you have to give the why it was limited, right? Then you can explain. The limitations of the research, time constraint, then lack of support from the others. There are limitations, right? Maybe that you have selected 5 students, one is not coming to school. That is also a limitation, right? These are the references. So when you find literature review, you have to have references in alphabetical order, APA 7 referencing, right? Okay. So then annexures also you can attach like this. Observation schedule, okay. Like this you can attach. Right, okay. Give me 1 minute. Any clarifications? If you have anything to get clarified, so you have to prepare a PowerPoint presentation. You can do according to your wish, and you have to explain it for 10 minutes. The explanation is for 10 minutes, so you can prepare your slides accordingly. Then after that, I will ask questions. So you are given 2 weeks time from today. So you don't have lectures for action research next week and the other week. So you will have after the week after that. So therefore, you have to complete your activities and prepare your PowerPoint presentation for the research proposal presentation. So anything that you want to clarify from the things that I have discussed so far. Tell me anything you want to clarify that you did not understand or that you need some further clarification.
How many students can we take?
You can
now?
take less than 10.
10. Okay.
Or if you have more than that, it doesn't matter. Even 15, if you can handle, it doesn't matter. Don't take
Slow
one.
learner, slow learners can take slow learners.
Yeah, that you can take. Don't take one. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you take one, it
Miss,
will be a problem.
More than
do
10
we
is
need to
okay.
do?
What's that?
Do we need
More
to
than
do only related to English subject? If it is related to maths, also fine. No?
Come, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
If you are teaching maths that you can't do English, you have to do
Yeah.
it related to your subject.
Okay. Okay.
If you are a maths teacher, something related to maths. If you are a science teacher, something related to science.
Okay, Miss. Thank you.
Others? Any other thing? So I can send you the presentation that structure. I'll send it to the group. Then you can select. You can prepare your presentation accordingly.
Ma'am,
What else? What are the other problems that you have?
do we need to write the expected behavioral changes? Do we need to write for all 8 activities?
That means yes, it's better because that from that, what do you expect to change? You do the first activity, and what do you expect now? These 8 should be different to each other. You can't repeat the same. These 8 should be different. So then, there you expect some changes in their behavior. On the first day after learning pronunciation, students will be able to pronounce the words properly. Next day, after reading some sentences, students will be able to read the sentences correctly, like that. Any other?
Then can't we do the step 1 activity one day and the step 2 on the other day likewise?
So then it's better if you can have one activity and under that there are number of steps. So you have to do these steps.
Okay.
Maybe if your step is very long, that you can do it on, can have only one step. If your step is very long, according to the activity, so then you can have one step. But otherwise, you can have number of steps.
Excuse me, madam. Then we have to plan 8 activities for the 8 steps.
I am telling you that if you are now, if
Yes.
you have to plan one cycle. One cycle means planning, implementation, observation, reflection. These 4, I like you to plan for 1 month. If you are 1 month, if you are going to have it for 8 days, 8 activities. For this 1 month, if you have 3 activities, that you can have only 3. That depends. The number of days you are going to take within 1 month.
Then, ma'am, if I select the
if you are going to take
yes, if I select the writing, then first we have to introduce the sentence formation. Finally, the students will be able to write the paragraph method. Then the steps.
Then so for these 2 things that you can have number of steps.
Yes.
Imagine these 2 are your activities.
Yeah.
Is but you can have number of steps to in order to achieve these 2 activities.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. What else?
Then first I will introduce the SVO method, activity 1 in the first step. Then second step, write example sentences on the board and ask them to read together.
That means on the same day you are going to do these steps.
Yes, reading and SVO method, subject verb object method.
After that?
After that, ask the students to make their own sentences using given words.
before preparing their own sentences, you give some active sentences for them to write for passive. That it is about passive forming passive sentences.
No, madam, teaching simple sentences.
Right. Okay. So then you can even give some pictures to write sentences like that.
Yes.
You can give a lot of activities. Finally, they can write their own sentences.
Through that, finally, they have to able to write the paragraph, short paragraph. That is the steps. I have.
Without any grammatical error. Okay, right?
Duration, what about the duration? 1 month. Is
No,
it 1
that
month?
you have to plan your research maybe for 3
According to
months.
the
But I expect you to write for 1 month, one cycle. One cycle. So then after now here at the beginning, you can give the pre-test also. You can plan that also. You can show your pre-test.
yes, to identify the
pre-test.
student. Yes.
So then from the pre-test, you have some marks.
Oh.
After that, you plan from the pre-test, you identify the number of students that you're going to take for the research. So after that, you can plan first intervention, under intervention, first activity, then second activity, third activity, like that. One cycle. One cycle means that it includes presentation, planning, implementation, observation, reflection.
One
So
cycle is 1 month, no?
Yes. So then after finishing one cycle, you can give a test. Then you can compare the marks of first pre-test and the first intervention. If you feel that still there are students who have not learned, then you can plan again for next month, like that.
Next month,
right?
If
Any
it
other
is
thing?
failed, we have to plan another month, no, madam?
Yeah. Any other thing you want to get clarified or you want to know? Yeah, no, any other problems? Could you get some ideas from that presentation?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you share that presentation so that
No,
can
no,
go
no,
to
no. It's not, because then
Not-
if I share this presentation, you will copy the same, then you won't be creative.
just to
So
go
I
through
don't want
again?
this presentation from you. I want different presentations. You should be creative. You should come out with a better presentation. This is not a perfect one. There are lots of mistakes here. This is just an example to get an idea. I want to have better presentations, very creative presentations from you.
We'll try our best, ma'am.
You will depend on this. You will think that this is the best. So don't do that. I want different presentations with pictures or relevant points. So you can do it.
Yeah, sure.
Excuse me, ma'am. You told that it should be 10 minutes time, right?
Yes.
10 minutes time in the sense we need to explain 10 minutes or
Yes. Explain 10 minutes. So then you can have either 10 slides or more than that. After that, I will ask questions from you.
okay, each slide should be explained by us in the PPT, in the PowerPoint presentation.
For 1 month, for 1 minute. 1 minute. That depends. You can take even more than that if it is essential, if it is very useful. Anyway, that you have to cover within 10 minutes.
Okay, 10 minutes instance, should we include our voice and do?
Otherwise, no, you have to explain. Now, like this, when it is
Slides.
played, yeah, you have to explain. There's each slide you have to explain.
Madam will
It's
give us
better
10
if you
minutes to
can,
explain the
it's
slides.
better if you can, yeah. So then while the slide is going on, you can switch on your camera. You can switch on your camera and you can explain.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Thank you.
Then ma'am, before that we have to share the slides to you or
No, you can share your slides and you can do. If anybody finds some difficulties, I can share then your one.
okay ma'am.
But there are some children, that students that they friend to do that, or they can send it to me, then I can share, you can explain. What are the other problems that you have? Any other problems that you encounter that you want to get clarified? We have discussed so far. Because after the next 2 weeks, you are going to do your PowerPoint presentation, proposal presentation. After finishing that, I will have only 1 day to explain you how to write the thesis. Then after that, you have to prepare your thesis after doing your research. Any other thing you want to get clarified? Ask now. Don't ask later on.
Within 2 weeks, madam, within
yeah.
2 weeks, we have to do that.
Yes, you are given 2 weeks time period to prepare.
Okay.
Is it enough?
Not enough.
Madam, can't you make it another 1 more week?
Huh?
Not enough.
That means 3
Can't you
weeks.
make it
You ask. Ask from
Yes,
the
we have
campus.
school
I
work
don't
also.
have any problem. You ask from the campus.
We have a school
ma'am.
work also.
Yeah. I ask from the campus how long you are given for the preparation. That depends according to the consent of them.
Okay, ma'am.
Madam,
Thank you.
then we had to prepare this Gantt chart also in the slide, in that slides.
Yes, that is essential.
Completely.
That means, yeah, that you have to show that when are you going to when are you going to finish, when are you going to hand over your research
And also
thesis, dissertation.
requesting,
All these things should be there. That
yes, permission letter.
identification of the problem.
Permission letters also should be there.
So you
Include.
can attach them to the main thesis. Here you can explain you have taken permission from the principal and sectional heads and all. You can attach as annexes in the dissertation. Yeah, in the proposal that you don't need, but you can have other annexes that how did you identify the problem? Test marks and all. So Gantt chart is essential, that identification of the problem, then discussing with the supervisor, then discussing with the lecturer, getting approval for the topic, then finding data, literature review, like that you can write the Gantt chart until you hand over the final thesis. So you have to color like this. Here, I'll show you. Where is it? Can you see the screen? Have I shared you?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see Gantt chart?
Gantt chart, no, ma'am.
Okay, I'll share it. So in this Gantt chart, you should be able to, now here, now if you want to, you can color this home. Right now, if you want to imagine that you want to color this one, you can keep your cursor there, go to home and fill color. Just fill color. That should be somewhere there. It's not here. You can find it in home, that fill color, and you have to fill this with colors. That means that's it. That is how that you show that identification of the problem. This 3rd and 4th week of July. Literature review, 4th week of July and 1st and 2nd week of August. Like that, you have to color them to show when did you do that. Right? Like this. What else? What are the other things you want to get clarified? If you have any problems, tell me now.
Duration.
Then
one
do we
month,
need
ma'am.
to start from the month of October in this chapter?
Yeah, October. Then you divide them into 4 weeks. Then imagine you identified the problem in the 2nd week of October, like that. You can color it.
Okay.
What?
October to until what month is?
October, November, December.
Okay. Okay.
Any other thing that you want to get clarified? Ask now. For the Gantt chart, you can have more than this. Now here, identification of the problem, literature review, writing the research objectives and research questions, prepare the research proposal, presenting the proposal and getting approval, implementation of the research, then completing the first, completing the intervention plan, right? Then writing the research report, writing the first draft of the research, then writing the research report, reviewing and submission. All these things you can have. Okay, what else? Okay, tell me if you have any problem. Now you know everything? No problems?
Madam, can we get the external students like from a tuition class?
Yes, if you can't take them, take the students from a school, you can do that. Last time also the student did.
Okay, madam.
But you have to follow the same method that we are doing with the internal students. Okay, who else want some help? No problems now so far? Everything is okay?
Clear, madam.
Yeah, madam.
Okay.
Okay, madam.
Right.
Yeah.
So then hope to have better presentations, proposal presentations from you. So then do it honestly, then you can improve and your students will improve rather than having the intention of doing it for the exam or doing only for a dissertation. You do it with your, that means genuinely for your students, then you will improve as well as your students will improve, right? Do a good job. You do some genuine task, right? So then we can finish now for the day and we will meet after 2 weeks. So you can, if you want to extend it, you can discuss with the campus and get 3 weeks. It doesn't matter, that I have no any problem. So then we'll stop for now for today and we'll meet after 2 weeks, right?
Okay, madam.
Okay, madam. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Madam. Good night,
Okay,
madam.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Good night.
Good night.